Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Onslow County where an arrest has been made in a fatal shooting. Sunday at around 1:30 p.m., deputies with the Onslow County Sheriff's Office went to a 911 call reporting a person had been shot near the intersection of Burgaw Highway and Holly Shelter Road. When deputies arrived, they found 31-year-old Dylan Rasmussen with a gunshot wound. Now, Rasmussen was taken to Naval Medical Center Camp Lejeune for treatment, where he later died from his injuries. Deputies say they soon identified a possible suspect and vehicle. With help from the Pender County Sheriff's Office and the North Carolina State Highway Patrol, our authorities arrested 43-year-old James Wells. Warrants obtained by WITN say that Wells was driving on the highway and he stopped and had an argument with Rasmussen, who was on a motorcycle. During the argument, Wells pulled out a gun and shot Rasmussen once in the chest, according to warrants. Wells has been charged with second-degree murder and was booked in the Onslow County Detention Center without bond. His first court appearance is scheduled for today in the Onslow County Courthouse. Officials say their investigation remains ongoing. And now we want to highlight the wild news out of France where crown jewels were stolen from the Louvre. NBC's Molly Hunter has more.
This morning, the most visited museum in the world in the heart of Paris remains shuttered. On Sunday morning, a brazen daylight heist just 30 minutes after the Louvre opened to the public, and this morning, the thieves still on the run. The Interior Minister says the experienced crew of thieves used this electric ladder mounted on the back of a truck to get to the second-floor balcony.
And once the thieves reached that second-floor balcony, the Interior Ministry says they broke the glass window with grinders. You can see it boarded up right now as the alarm sounded.
Their target, La Galerie d'Apollon, home to the French crown jewels and crown diamonds. The thieves smashed 2 display cabinets, according to the Culture Ministry. As you can see in this video, widely published in French media, this man wearing a high-vis vest. They stole 9 priceless items in all, including sapphire and emerald necklaces, earrings, and tiaras, including one that belonged to fashion icon Empress Eugenie, Napoleon III's wife. In the gallery, the thieves left behind the massive 140-carat Regent diamond. In the getaway, they dropped the Empress's diamond-encrusted crown found outside the museum. The whole operation took just 7 minutes. The thieves got away on motorbikes. The incident so dramatic, like a scene out of the Netflix show Lupin.
The necklace belonged to Marie Antoinette. We're gonna steal it.
As soon as the robbery started, quick-thinking museum staff called the police and started evacuating visitors.
Lots of confusion, lots of misdirection,
They
and then they ran us all out.
They would say, go this way, and that would be closed. When you rob the Louvre, that's a big deal to all of France.
French President Emmanuel Macron called it an attack on a heritage we cherish because it's our history. But it's not the first time thieves have targeted the Louvre. Back in 1911, the Mona Lisa was stolen by a museum employee, but returned 2 years later, much more famous. Today, authorities say they'll stop at nothing to recover the stolen jewels.
And again, that was Molly Hunter reporting. Pretty crazy stuff out of France. Let's take a look at what we are seeing across eastern North Carolina right now. It is another sunny day here in the east. Again, we had a pretty sunny weekend. Air temperatures right now a little bit cooler than what you would expect on a sunny day like today. But you got to remember, we are in October and, well, it's certainly feeling a little bit more like it. As far as what we've got across Greenville, here's a look through our Pitt Greenville cam. 55-degree air temperature comes with a northwesterly breeze, or west-northwesterly breeze, sitting at around 5 miles an hour. Dew points down in the low 40s, again, making it feel pretty comfortable out there. But through today, we are going to be getting back into most likely the mid-70s. Some areas may stay a little bit shy. Others will actually surpass that mark. But consider, again, gaining about 20 degrees on top of what is outside right now. But cloud cover, not going to be an issue today. We are looking at very sunny skies, not just for today, but tomorrow as well. Now, unfortunately, it does seem like we are having some issues with our graphic system. We're going to see if we can get this working again. But for now, we can take a look at some other cameras around eastern North Carolina, starting out with our Morehead City Cam. Again, beautiful conditions along the coast right now. Lots of sunshine, cloud cover, very difficult to come by today, and that's going to be a theme we see play out through the entirety of this week. Do want to say good morning to Esmeralda from Chinquapin. Thank you so much for joining me over on Facebook. Right now in the Chinquapin area, you're likely looking around 55, 56 degrees. Most of us right now sitting between around 52 up to about 60 degrees. We've got 60 in Hatteras as well as Stumpy Point. Coolest spot on the map right now, Roanoke Rapids at 52 degrees. But we are cooler than where we were yesterday. And that's because we had a cold front roll through last night. It's leaving us with a little bit of a cooler temperature profile to start the day. And that will impact your air temperatures over the tail end of the day. Yesterday we made it into the upper 70s. Today we will end up a little bit cooler thanks to the west-northwesterly winds. And right now we're blowing in at about 6 to 12 miles an hour. We do have a few 13-mile-per-hour readings and a couple 15-mile-per-hour readings, but generally most of eastern North Carolina kind of fits within that 6 to 12 range. The area of high pressure that is going to be keeping us sunny for today and tomorrow will gradually fade over the area as we make our way through Tuesday. Another cold front will try to work its way through the east late Tuesday night into Wednesday, but as you saw, not a whole lot of rain with that system. And then we've got an area of high pressure that's going to be keeping us quite sunny and dry through the most of this week. We're not really looking at a whole lot of change. It's going to be a temperature roller coaster, yes, but as far as sky conditions go and rain chances, we're looking at sunny weather throughout the week this week. Air temperatures will respond at times, again, possibly getting into the upper 60s later on today. I think that might be a little bit shy. We may need to up some of those numbers a little bit. But again, we'll be cooler than yesterday. That's one thing I really want to highlight, is that we are going to be cooler than the mid to upper 70s we saw on Sunday. Coming up later on this evening, air temperatures again dropping into the 40s once we get past midnight, but through 9 p.m. to around midnight, we're looking at the low 50s under clear skies. Tomorrow morning, yet again, sunny weather. Air temperatures likely starting out in the low to mid 40s, getting back into the mid 70s by tomorrow afternoon. Do note the south-southwesterly winds. That's really going to help warm us up through the day tomorrow and leave us with, again, a little bit more heat. Wednesday, back to 71 degrees, 67 on Thursday, 68 on Friday. Then we start to warm back up as we head through the weekend. So the roller coaster of air temperatures, kind of up and down, not really sitting in one spot for too long. That is going to be the norm for this week. We won't see a really measurable chance of rain return to eastern North Carolina until we get to the tail end of next weekend. And even then, right now, those rain chances are looking a little bit spread out and nothing we need to worry about too much, at least at this point. That's all we have time for today's 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful Monday.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by ENC Pirate Realty.